Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to game number 3 from the ballpark of Palm Beaches in Palm Beach, Florida. This is the world comes to the Palm Beaches as we begin the top of the first inning. Team Italy takes on Team Florida as this tournament continues to crown a champion in just 2 days' time. I'm your host, Armani DePaul, as we begin the top of the first. It's going to be a curveball. It's going to go for a ball.
Ladies and gentlemen, if you're just joining us, it's the top of the first between Team Italy and Team Florida. On the mound tonight for Team Florida, Mike Perez, who is sitting 90. Mike Benedetti, sitting 90 to 92 this inning. As a slider backs up on him, and that's going to be base on balls to start this ball game off for the Italians. So following the base on balls to Spezzi, number 23 is going to step to the dish, Bertaldi. That first pitch is going to be fouled off, put out of play. Count moves to 0-1 now. And that fastball is fouled away for strike number 2. So the count moves to 0-2 now to the third baseman, Bertaldi. Pitcher set and deals. Fastball, that's swung on and missed. That'll be out number 1 by way of strikeout for Team Florida. So with 1 man on and 1 man out here in the inning, the first baseman, number 3, Colasesi, steps to the plate. Pitcher sets and deals. That one at 89. As he is fired up this morning on the bump. one swung on and missed. Moves the count to 1-1 now on that 90 miles per hour fastball for the starting pitcher. That pickoff move almost got him over at first, but the runner was able to get back in time. That's Spetsy over at first base. That ball is taken just off the dish. Moves the count to 2-1 now. Pitcher comes set, fires and deals, and the pitcher's outside, swinging one around, and it'll move the count to 2-2 now. All right, we're all set. The 2-2. Pitcher winds and deals. Slider, swung on and miss for the second K of the inning. So following the one-out strikeout to Golisesi, number 71, the DH Spalgano is up to the box. Pitcher is set and deals. Trouble with the curveball today, as that one also backs up on him. That's going to be the second hit by pitch of the inning. And that hit by pitch will bring up the first baseman, number 69, Apelli. We're all set to get back going here. Pitcher looks at the runner on second and starts the batter off with a slider. He goes back to it after hitting the previous batter, but is able to produce a swing and a miss to Apelli. Count moves to 0-1. His slider is about 71-72 today. Here, 72 to 73 here in the first inning of work. Fastball. That one gets away. Ball's able to skip away, ladies and gentlemen. Spezia is able to get all the way to home as Spalganolo gets to second on the pass ball. And that's going to be the first run of the ball game. Counts at 1-1. Pitcher fires, deals a curveball. That's going to go for strike number 2. So we're set. The 1-2. Fastball swung on and missed. That's going to end the inning. But not before Italy is able to score on the board first. After first inning of play, it's 1-0. And we'll be back after this. So. Ladies and gentlemen, we are back and ready for the bottom of the first. Leading off for Team Florida, number 2, the second baseman, Ciprani. First pitch of the game, that's going to be put up right back up the middle. And just like that, Team Florida has their first batter on base with the base hit. So following the leadoff single, number 4, the right fielder, Diaz, comes up to the plate. The pitcher set and deals. Fastball. Diaz is able to turn on it, but it goes just foul down the first base line. So the 0-1 to Diaz. Curveball, that's a little too inside. And they'll move the count to 1-1 on the number 2 batter. The pitcher is set, deals that fastball, called strike by the home plate umpire, as that'll move the count to 2-2. So with the count even at 2, the pitcher is set. That's the sign and deals. And that one will be fouled out of the stadium. Keeps the count at 2-2 for Team Florida here. It's an absolute beautiful day here in West Palm Beach, Florida. Winds blowing east to west today. And slightly in behind the pitcher's back. Pitcher is set, deals the 2-2. That curveball inside. As the count will move to full here against Diaz. Pitcher comes set. The 3-2. Runners on the move. Ow. And that ball is fouled. And unfortunately hit the first base coach. We hope he's all right. Ladies and gentlemen, the count remains stuck at 3-2 here, with a runner on first and no men out for Team Florida. The right fielder Diaz in the box. Pitcher deals the full count. Fastball. That's inside for ball 4. That's going to bring up the catcher, number 7, Gustafsson. As the batter showing bunt. Runners on the move. Throw to third. They got him. As Italy's able to pick off Cipriani trying to steal third base. Diaz was able to move to second on the double steal. And Gustafsson took that first pitch for a ball. So the count's 1-0 here with 1 man on and 1 out here in the inning. Pitcher looks Diaz in at second. Fastball. That one runs back and catches the corner. And the count moves to 1-1. Pitcher looks over at second, keeps Diaz honest, throws a curveball, and Diaz unable to advance on the pass ball there. And I'll move the count to 2-1. So the 2-1 to Gustafsson. Pitcher is set and deals. Fastball to the third baseman. Looks Diaz in at second. Throws to first. And the first baseman unable to pick it up. That's going to be a throw-in error for Team Italy. That'll put runners on the corners here with 1 out. And it's going to bring up number 9, Sanchez, to the plate. Gustafsson is able to take second base with the stolen base. The count is 1-0 to Sanchez. Pitcher sets and deals. Fastball, that is outside. Two balls, no strikes here to Sanchez. Pitcher set and deals the 2-0. That fastball fired in for a strike. As both teams early are chirping back and forth to each other, ladies and gentlemen. This is going to be a good ball game. The 2-1, that fastball swung on and missed. That'll even the count here at 2-2. 2 balls and 2 strikes here to Logan Sanchez. Set deals that off speed just outside, says the home plate umpire. And that'll move the count full. There is a base open, but I'm sure Italy would take an out with runners on second and third in this early inning jam. And the 3-2 slider. That one's called strike 3. And that'll bring us to the third baseman, number 12, Jackson, with 2 men on and 2 out here in the bottom of the first. Slider turns on it just a bit early. And that'll move the count to 0-1 on the third baseman, Jackson. The 0-1 slider. That one's hit to the second baseman, and he throws it into the dirt, and that's going to score 2 runs, as the throwing error is going to get Jackson over to second base. As that'll move this ball game 2-1 Florida. So, following the error by the second baseman, number 13, Bendiez, steps to the plate. Pitcher looks him back at second, is set and deals. Fastball, strike 1 to Bendiez. So, the 0-1 to Bendiez. Kickoff, but nothing doing at second base. As we are set for the 0-1 pitch. Fastball. That one goes just foul down the line there at third. And we'll move the count to 0-2. We're ready, folks. The 0-2. Catcher set. Pitcher looks back the runner at second. And he's going to get him on the pickoff. As that'll end the inning. But not before Florida's able to put up 2 runs in the bottom of the first. We'll be back with the second inning after this. Ladies and gentlemen, we are set to start inning number 2 of action here between Team Italy and Team Florida. Up to the plate for the Italians, number 10, Giardini, the left fielder. Shows bunt, pulls it back, but strike one anyway, says the home plate umpire. The count moves to 0-1. Working quickly, folks. Slider in for strike 2. As Team Florida is quickly ahead here, 0-2 to the left fielder. Fastball. That one's on the corner for strike 3. And good morning, good afternoon, good night. I'll bring up number 88, the center fielder, Ocasio. Again, the center fielder, number 88, Ocasio, up to the dish for Team Italy. The 1-0 to Ocasio, fastball. We'll move the count to 1-1 here in the top of the second. The pitcher is set and deals fastball. That one's just off the dish. And the count will move to 2-1. The 2-1 fastball by the bat, excuse me, of Ocasio, as the count is now even here at 2-2. Team Florida, Mikey on the mound. It's set, the 2-2 fastball. That's by him for strike 3. And just like that, 2 quick outs for Team Florida. That's going to bring up the shortstop, number 17, Majnani, for Team Italy. Pitcher set, Mikey deals, slider. Gets it over the corner of the plate for strike 1. Slider goes back to back with it, and quickly it's 0-2. Mikey looks in, gets his sign, and he deals 0-2 fastball. Looks like he wants to go up with it. Just outside and moves the count to 1-2 to the shortstop, Majnani. Mike set and deals, slider. That one's going to be off the dish. Counts even at 2-2 now. Mike set, deals the 2-2, fastball, and that one will be strike 3 with no contest from Majnani. 3 up, 3 down, 3 strikeouts here in the top of the second. We'll be back with Team Florida after this. we are back here in the bottom of the second. Leading off for Team Florida, number 13, Benitez, as he smokes one to the third baseman, who makes a great play, throws it, first baseman scoops it, and just like that, one quick out for Team Italy. Great play over there at third. First pitch here for Team Italy. Fastball catches the outside corner. Up for Team Florida, the center fielder, number 1, Hernandez. Pitcher is set. Ready to deal. The 0-1 curveball. That one's just low and away. And it moves the count even here at 1-1. So the 1-1 here to Hernandez. That fastball just low and out. As the wind continues to pick up here in West Palm Beach, Florida. 2 balls, 1 strike to the center fielder Hernandez. The pitcher is set and deals. Fastball, that one's going to be fouled off and moves the count even to 2-2. Tim Jones in the comments, what time is Team USA game? Tim, thank you for tuning in today. If you don't mind, if you can just be a little bit more specific on if you're talking about the open 18, 15, or 12U division, please. That fastball way out and skips to the backstop. We'll fill the count up at 3-2. We're all set here. Full count to Hernandez. The pitch. Slider. Throws his bat out. And it falls for a base hit. As Hernandez starts his night off with a single. So, for Team Florida, up to the plate. Number 14, Thrush, the shortstop. Ladies and gentlemen, I apologize. Up to the plate for Team Florida is number 3, the left fielder, Guida. Again, number 3, the left fielder, Guida for Team Florida. I apologize. I was all right. Fastball swung on and missed. That one is sent back straight to the camera. count to Guida is 2-2. As the pitcher comes set and deals. That ball hit high in the air to the left fielder. Ranges back on it and makes the play. That's going to be out number 2. So with 2 outs in the inning, now to the plate for Team Florida. Number 14, the shortstop, Thrush. This is Thrush's first at bat of the game.
A little bit down. Right there. It's still going up. I think it's just that net.
It's just that. Oh, it's bad.
It's way.
And that is going to be a stolen base for Hernandez.
That's better. I don't think we can get it.
As the count moves to 0-1 against Thrush. Following the stolen base by Hernandez. So the 0-1 curveball, that's going to be in the dirt for ball number 1. The 1-1. God. Fastball straight to the backstop. We gotta fix the camera again, ladies and gentlemen. We're all set here. The 1-2 to Thrush. Curveball taken, strike 3. And that's going to end the inning. Team Florida strands 1. We head to the top of the 3rd after this.
several prospects on, and especially on 18 and under team. So today we have 3 games. We won 1, and now we're playing 2. So let's see what's going to happen.
And you want to tell us a little bit more about some of the guys on the team?
Yeah, as I said before, we have a lot of expectation for at least 4 or 5 of these guys, because they really would like to have an experience in the United States, and study in a college. So that we are here just for that.
Absolutely.
We have a couple of guys that already have a request from Miami-Dade College, And,
That's excellent.
yeah. The good things that we have people from Italy and people Italian.
As that's going to be out number 1 on the strikeout there to Fristas. Coach, if you mind, I ask, what does it mean to the guys over in Italy to come over here and get an opportunity to play baseball, in a stadium like this, and to get the chances to play some of these countries?
Baseball in Italy is almost disappeared, so we are trying to get that more chance to our guys to see a different way to play baseball. They're so excited to be here and to have a chance to play in a major league stadium. And not many people can have this kind of experience.
Right.
So I appreciate you do this job, for all the tournament is great. We got a lot of good stuff that we have seen. So
You guys are all excited.
yeah, everything is going perfect,
As that's going to be a ground ball to the second baseman, out number 2. That was number 29, the right fielder, Attila.
Loftici. Where?
Hello, Li.
Yeah, I think it's the wrong name.
So with 2 outs here, ladies and gentlemen, we can move to the top of the lineup. Number 84, Spezzi, who swings over a slider for strike 1. Again, ladies and gentlemen, we are here in the booth with Coach Marco from Team Italy, and we thank him for his time and for bringing the teams over here to compete in the World Comes to Palm Beaches tournament as the count moves to 0-2.
Your name?
Antonio. You can't forget that. So the 0-2 to Spezzi.
Oh.
Fastball. That one runs up and in. And we'll move the count to 1-2 now. To the catcher, number 84, Spezzi. Mike is set and deals. Slider. Spezzi's going to put that into the hole.
Oh.
That's going to be the first base hit of the game for Team Italy. Coach, if you mind, I ask, what did it mean to the guys yesterday who got the chance to play with a former major leaguer, Chris Calabello?
Yeah, I think it is a great experience, because Chris for them is an idol, is somebody who's always read on a newspaper and on internet. So being with them in the hotel, sharing experience with them has been a great experience. Today we have a meeting with Chris and the guy. They're very looking forward to have this kind of experience to talk to Chris. So he's a real Italian guy. He speaks Italian, born in Italy, Chris. And sometimes many Italians like Mike Piazza, Napoli, they just Italian origin. That's different. Chris is Italian.
And Chris is playing for your Open Division Italian team.
Yes, Open Division.
And
right.
after today, you guys moved to 2-0.
Yes.
You guys are sitting firm in a spot to go to the championship game. What's it feel like to be so close to the championship?
Yeah, at least we run for 2. Also the 15 and under game, we are tight. We gotta be there. We hope to have a 2-3 winner game today and move forward. Now we have this guy is Bertoldi, is one of the highest prospect we have in our team.
Fastball's up.
We got 3 down.
3 down this inning after the stolen base gets cut down by the catcher. Ladies and gentlemen, once again, we're here with Marco in the booth. Coach Marco, we thank you for your Ladies and gentlemen, we are back here for the bottom of the third as baseball dugout. Alex McGuire, I will take a look to see if he's playing. Baseball dugout, I apologize. If you can just tell me what, I believe he plays for Team Italy, Alex McGuire. Alex McGuire is currently a substitute today. He's on the bench right now. All right, we're set for the bottom of the third. Fastball to start the inning off, taken for strike 1. And that curveball swung on, fouled off. And that'll move the count here to 0-2 to number 10, Perez. So the 0-2 to Perez. That pitch, fastball. Oh, just outside. Just missed the dish. And it moves the count to 1-2 now. And that one's fouled back. And the count will remain at 1-2. The 1-2 to Perez, curveball, spits on it, and the count moves even to 2-2 now. strike three. Strikeout of the night for the Italian pitcher. As that'll turn the lineup over for the second baseman, number 2, Cipriani. The fresh count to Cipriani. Slider. Puts that one to the left field for a base hit. Cipriani's 2 for 2 today. And that'll bring up number 4, the right fielder, Diaz. So with a man on and a man out here in the top of the third, Diaz looks in, strike one. Back in the first inning, Diaz walked and later scored to open up the game for Florida. The 0-1 fastball. He looked like he just missed it as it moves to foul territory. The third baseman makes a catch, and we got 2 outs here in the bottom of the third. So, following the fly ball up to the plate for Florida, the catcher, number 7, Gustafsson. First pitch, fastball, that's in for strike one. So the 0-1 to Gustafsson, slider, and that one's going to be put out of play. And we'll move the count to 0-2. So the 0-2 to Gustafsson, fastball on the outside corner, excuse me, just off the outside corner, moves the count to 1-2 now. So the 1-2 to Gustafsson, fastball up, and that'll be put back into the field of play, and shake our camera a little bit. As the count remains at 1-2. Fastball, that's out. Runner stealing, and he's able to swipe that bag. That's Cipriani with the stolen base. As the count moves to 2-2. So 2-2, man on second, and 2 outs here in the bottom of the third. As Team Italy trying to pitch their way out of another inning. Pitch. Slider, swung on and missed. And that's going to end inning number 3. Score remains 2-1, Florida. We'll be back in the top of the 4th after this. Ladies and gentlemen, we're set for the top half of the fourth. Leading off for Team Italy, number 23, the third baseman, Bertoldi. And that one grounded to the third baseman. We'll fix the camera issue in a second. Sorry, ladies and gentlemen. That's going to be a ground ball to the third baseman, who makes the play for out number 1. We apologize for the camera's issues, ladies and gentlemen. But it seems we're all set and ready for the second baseman, number 3, Colisi. As he swings through the first pitch he sees and moves the count to 0-1. Mike set and deals, as that one went through everybody. So the count's 1-1 to Colasisi, as that slider is swung on and missed to move the count to 1-2 now. The 1-2 to Colasisi, fastball, leaves it up and evens the count at 2-2. The pitch, slider, backs him off the plate, but a little too in. That's going to be ball 3. So the full count to Colasisi. Fastball. That's going to be taken for ball 4. As that'll be the that'll only be the fourth base runner today allowed by Mike, starting pitcher for Team Florida. Up to the box now for Italy, 91, Spagnolo, who takes a slider for strike 1. The Team Italian bench did not like that call. The 0-1 to Spagnolo, a fastball, fouled back for strike 2. And the count quickly moves to 0-2 here for the Italian DH. The 0-2 fastball up the middle. That's going to get past the second baseman for a base hit. And Team Italy now has runners on first and second with only one man out. So following the quick break in the action, we are set to get this thing back going, ladies and gentlemen. Up to the box for Team Italy. The first baseman, number 69, Aprielli. So, ladies and gentlemen, if you're just joining us, it's the top of the fourth. Spin move. Nothing doing at second base. As I was saying, ladies and gentlemen, if you're just tuning in, it's a 1-2 ball game here in the top of the fourth. Team Italy's got runners on first and second with a man out as Mike's trying to work his way through the fourth. Mike has been excellent so far, retiring the first 6 batters by way of strikeout. First 7. He has 7 in the game in total. Mike sets and deals. And that fastball is going to run behind them. And that's going to load the bases here after the hit by pitch. We're all set. All right, we're back and set, ladies and gentlemen. Up to the box, the left fielder, number 10, Giardini, as he swings and misses at the first pitch he sees. Mike is set and ready to deal. The 0-1 fastball. That's going to get to the backstop as no one advances on the wild pitch. And we'll keep. It'll move the count to 1-2. I apologize, ladies and gentlemen. The count's 1-1. 1-1. Count's even at 1-1 with 1 out. Bases loaded here for Italy. Mikey drops a slider in, and that'll move the count to 1-2. The 1-2 fastball. Giardini able to throw his hands at it to keep himself alive here. The count remains at 1-2. All right, ladies and gentlemen, we are set here. 1 ball and 2 strikes to Giardini, the Italian left fielder. Slider, great spit, moves the count even to 2-2. That was a great 2-strike pitch from Team Florida's Mikey. The 2-2 fastball That'll be fouled away as Giardini stays alive. The count remains at 2-2. That curveball also in the dirt and moves the count full here with the bases loaded. Well, we got a battle brewing here. 3 balls, 2 strikes, 1 out, and nowhere to put the runner. Bases loaded. Slider called strike 3. And that's a big strikeout here for Mikey, as there's now 2 outs in the inning. But the bases remain loaded. So, following the strikeout, the center fielder, number 88, Ocasio, is up to the plate. Ocasio was a strikeout victim in the second inning. The 0-1 to Ocasio. Mike is set and deals. Slider. Not even close on that one. Swing and a miss. Moves the count to 0-2. As Mike trying to work his way out. A 4th inning jam. The 0-2. Fastball. Fastball up. Umpire said he did not go. And the count moves to 1-2. The 1-2 to Ocasio. Slider. Swung on and missed. And that's going to move us to the bottom of the 4th. Mike from Team Florida is able to work his way out of the jam. The score remains 1-2. We'll be back for the bottom of the 4th. Ladies and gentlemen, we're ready to begin the bottom of the fourth inning. Leading off for Team Florida, number 9, Sanchez. That ball, first pitch of the inning, fouled straight back to the backstop. Moves the count to 0-1. As the count moves to 0-1. Fastball, that's taken outside for ball 1. Sanchez, a strikeout victim, all the way back in the first. Looking to change his night around. As the 1-1 slider called strike 2. So there's 1 ball and 2 strikes on Sanchez. As the pitcher comes set and deals that slider, runs right back to me, and the count moves to 2-2. The 2-2 to Sanchez. Pitcher is set and deals. Fastball. Up and in. Swings and misses. And that'll be out number 1 for Team Italy. So with 1 out in the inning, the third baseman, Bryce Jackson, steps up to the plate for Team Florida. As the wind really begins to pick up down here. First pitch, fastball, caught the corner of the plate, says the home plate umpire, for strike 1. Jackson reached base safely back in the first inning on an error. As he takes a slider in the dirt for ball 1. The wind now pushing strong on the pitcher's back. It's pushing directly inwards towards home plate. The 1-1 fastball. That's trouble over there by third, but the third baseman's able to make a play on it. He catches that pop fly for out number 2. So 2 outs here in the bottom of the 4th. Number 13, Ben Diaz, steps up to the plate. Ben Diaz is 0 for 1 on the day, and he pops up the first pitch he sees to the third baseman. 4 out number 3. Ladies and gentlemen, 4 innings of baseball is in the books. We'll be back for the top of the 5th after this.